Oh man, I hate Mondays.
Nah, man, it's Tuesday.
Wait. What day is it?
You know what day it is. Tuesday. Brewsday, Tuesday.
Oh, fuck yeah! Grab a cold one. It's Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar and Six Pack Store. Here's DreZ and Big Nate.
Oh yeah, Brewsday Tuesday, brought to you by the Cellar Restaurant and Six Pack Store in downtown Blacksburg. Nate,
Smells like beer in here.
it does. It's the home stretch. You know how we started the dry January with some non-alcoholic beer
I
to
do.
kind of wean ourselves to the other stuff? Well, now I feel like we should do the same sort of thing to wean
Build back up.
into. Yes, that was my thought process here. So we do have beer in the hizzy. It is still NA beer or AF beer, in this case, alcohol free.
Oh my God. I was thinking of the other AF. That literally, as you said that, I just realized.
Well, I think that's why. So it's
I
all
mean, that's why you would use it.
everything's from Brewdog, and I think that's why they're doing that because remember initially, I had this theory that the AF, the alcohol free beer, is the true double zero. However, this does say non-alcoholic brew contains less than 0.5% by volume, but they are going with AF. Now, it doesn't say alcohol free. It just says AF. And I think that's because we all know what AF can also stand for. And maybe that's why, because brew dogs, they try and be cool like that.
And they
So,
kind of do whatever they want anyway.
yeah. So I just popped from Brewdog, of course, Elvis AF, which I'm just now realizing maybe I should have let you have this one because I forgot that the Elvis is a hoppy grapefruit flavored
Oh, boy.
beer. And I'm not the biggest grapefruit fan, but we'll give it a whirl either way.
I'm always down with some grapefruit.
Says right here, live fast, drink slow. That might be a nod to Elvis and his lifestyle, perhaps. Who knows? And then right here, it does say Columbus Brewed, right up there in Ohio, which is where the OG Brewdog in the States came to be.
I've got the Brewdog Punk AF. It's hoppy pale, less than 0.5% ABV, obviously. Postmodern classic is what they're calling it. And of course, brewed in Columbus, Ohio, driven by passion and united by Brewdog and gonna be drank by me.
Amen.
I'm really glad it just says hoppy pale because when I saw Punk, because I've not had, I was thinking, oh God, this is gonna be pumpkin, and this is not the season.
No, not pumpkin. Have you had their just regular punk IPA?
I have,
yeah.
And I should have put two and two together on that one.
Now, I will say this, the nose right here, man, it's definitely a fruity beer. You can certainly get the aroma of the grapefruit right off the bat. It's just nice to get back to smelling a beer in my glass.
The Elvis is one of my favorites of their offerings.
See, now, not one of mine, but
well, yeah.
At this point, this is the first beer I've had since our last NA show, and I feel like anything beer related is going to taste pretty good to me right now. So, fair warning, when we untap these later, my rating might be a bit more skewed than I would usually give to a NA, but we'll see.
I'm excited that we've made it this far and that it's almost over.
Yeah, it honestly hasn't been as hard as I would have thought. But I haven't been, besides going to like some tech games and like doing the, tip-off shows at McAdoo's prior to. In fact, I think the very first dry tech game, I did a tip-off show and went to the game, and both places, people offered to buy me a beer, and I had to turn them down, which is very difficult to do, as you can imagine, but had to do it. So, but next home game, I will be out there. In fact, in just a couple days, I can start drinking. I don't know if I will. So me and BB took this endeavor.
Keep it going?
Yeah, well, we took this on together, and she was saying that, oh, well, Thursday we could have a drink. Do you want to, maybe celebrate or whatever? I was like, honestly, because I'm still trying to do the weight loss thing. I was kind of hoping they would go hand in hand. Haven't quite got to where I wanted to by the end of the month, so I might even decline.
See, I've not been as rigid in my dry January because, well, we just had a kid and Cindy can finally drink again. And like, so this past
It didn't time out so good.
This
for
past
you.
weekend we had margaritas. And
Oh, you make a mean margarita. I remember we did that one show.
yeah, but it's one of those things. Like I do think I'm good at it, but I don't love margarita. Like I don't love tequila. I think it's one of those. If it's good tequila, fantastic. I'll drink it straight. But as a mixer, it's not versatile.
Yeah.
And I think I like to be able to have a mixer.
I think that when it comes to margaritas, I mean, if I'm at a Mexican restaurant, I always get a margarita. I feel like you have to. It's a win in Rome sort of situation. Now, other than that, I don't know if I ever seek out margaritas. I've only made them in-house one time, and that was when Tequila Steve, this predates you, but I remember you might have remembered the show and stuff when Tequila Steve came in, and he's a big tequila guy, and he once gifted me a bottle of jalapeno infused.
So we did that
and we did the spicy margaritas,
and
which
that
those
still
I freaking love, man.
I wish that was something that was more readily available. Jalapeno is one of those things. Like, you know how they have the moonshine pickles? I mean, granted, it's not real moonshine. You can have your argument on that and everything, but I love those pickles. I would like for them to like just have like a straight pickle or jalapeno Everclear.
It's probably not that hard to do. In fact,
make it.
I can't. I mean, I've never done it, but when I asked them how it was done, I was amazed at how simple it was. It just takes time. But if you got a little time, like a couple weeks or whatever, you can have a nice bottle of homemade infused jalapeno infused tequila or Everclear in this case.
I'm assuming he probably just puts the jalapenos in fresh and the alcohol does the pickling.
No, I know that if I remember correctly, you dice it up pretty good because you do have to filter it through.
Yeah.
And then he does cut up some and leave them in.
Okay.
But I think you basically just dice up fresh jalapenos, put them in there for like a week or two, and then filter it. And then I think that's all there is to it, really. I mean, I can look if you're really interested. I can look into it and find out for you for sure.
I am.
Or you could also probably Google it.
Yeah,
but
it was one of my favorite party tricks. Is in college we're having a party, and like I love candy, particularly the gummy bears. So like a week in advance, I would take gummy bears and leave them with a handle of vodka, and then you've got a delicious vodka concoction, but you can also eat the gummy bears. Those are always a big hit.
So you'd put the gummy bears in the so it's not to pull them out and then you eat the gummy bear. You would actually have it in a drink.
So what I would do is I would separate. I'd put them in a container. You keep the bottle, put them in a container, let the gummy bears sit there. I think I was using a 2.5-pound bag with 1.75 liters of vodka. Let them sit for a week.
A whole bag and a whole handle of vodka.
Yeah, and it would infuse, and then at the end you filter it, and it turns like this really interesting pink color, and you put it back in the bottle, and then so that you would mix with stuff like Kool-Aid. I was particularly good with like the lemonade Kool-Aid.
So wait a minute. But then what did you do?
Then you eat the gummy bears.
You do eat the gummy bears.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but then they're separate. They're like filtered out and maybe stuck together and slimier or whatever.
Yeah.
So
it's a messy snack.
I remember doing the Everclear. You get a jar of maraschino cherries, pull the juice. You can use that as for mixers or whatever, but then you fill the jar back up with Everclear and then you eat the cherries at the parties. Now that, I mean, they didn't taste great, but no joke, you eat one of those cherries and you're like, whoo, you're feeling pretty good. And it just takes one cherry.
I gotta say, I do like maraschino cherries too.
Me too, man.
That's what we're gonna have to do in 2024 is just explore the weird things we can put in liquor.
Well, next week we're not dry anymore. We could get really wild in our first week back drinking alcohol on the show, but it is an idea. The infusing stuff. I mean, the possibilities are endless, especially when you get to. I mean, I definitely feel like, we mentioned tequila, vodka, Everclear. Do you feel like it's always you want to do it with clear? I mean, obviously some tequila is dark, but Everclear vodka tends to be clear. I'm trying to think if I've ever had whatever infused, maybe honey, I guess, bourbon or something.
I'd say I've had bourbon infused with honey. That's pretty good. The clear liquor is more of a blank slate than I feel like bourbon. By the time you get it whiskey, it's already taken so much of the flavor on from
Well, what about
the barrel. You're taking a real roll of the dice.
I'm
there.
trying to think about Brewdog. Is that because I know there's like blueberry and all sorts of flavors there? Is that infused or is that just flavored?
Big flavors,
Wait,
yeah.
that's I would imagine so with how sticky that
It's like one of
cup
them
is.
peanut butter cup. I can't imagine they're sitting there, someone peeling them. I
I
mean, they're not
used-
using Reese's peanut butter
Man.
cups and
Back in
throwing
the
them
day,
in.
I used to love that Brewdog, but now I bet like it probably would just be disgustingly sweet and I wouldn't even
It's
enjoy it.
absurdly sweet. It's a weird concoction.
This was pre peanut butter, whatever. I didn't even know that was a thing.
yeah,
I just remember they had the blueberry, they had the peach. What else do they have?
Oh, I used to put the peach in the sweet tea.
Oh yeah, that would
was
work.
the move.
That would work. No diggity, dang, dong, dong. All right. Well, I don't know about you, but this beer is going down. Oh, you still got quite a bit of that Punk AF. Which, so by the way, we've done a few different Brewdog shows because I am a fan, and as is BB. I actually am oh crap, what is it called? Where you own stock in it. They have a funny name for if you're one of those people, and you actually get a discount at the breweries if you go there.
Nice.
You get like I don't know, 5% discount or something.
That's discounts a discount.
And it's worth noting that the Columbus, Ohio spot is also a hotel. It's one of those ones where they got the in your shower they have a cooler of beer. You can get the rooms with the beer on tap. You can get Punk IPA on tap in your hotel room, which is awesome. We've been meaning to stay there, but we still haven't got around to
I
it.
want to go there. Good God.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing on a hot day, nothing beats a shower beer.
I used to love doing the shower
Like
beer thing.
you mow,
Mm-hmm.
come in to take your shower, you got your beer. Oh,
There actually is
fantasizing about
I'm
there's
pretty
shower beer.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've done that. We've drank shower beer on the show.
To hell with Josh's bathtub beers.
Yeah. But also I know, and I've seen it, haven't invested in it, but you know, you can get those nice little cup holders that stick right to the side of the shower too, which will come in handy if you're doing the shower beer thing. But we digress. We're drinking Brewdog AF. Now, I will say the next round will also be some more AF Brewdogs. This all came in a nice little variety 12-pack. I have had the Punk AF. I think we've even maybe done it on the show previously. That's why I gave you that one. And I'm stuck here drinking the grapefruit hoppy Elvis AF. But that being said, again, I feel like my score is going to be a bit biased when it comes to the untapping this beer, which is how we like to rate our beers. Untapped app, you can download it. You can friend us on there. DreZ Drinks is my handle. Big Nate Danger across from me. It's still pretty damn good. Now, it's not great, though. I do think every other beer in this 12-pack I would enjoy more. That being said, I'm going to give it a 3. I feel like usually the AF beers, I'm not giving that high of a score of. And I know that the first round that we did, those ones were pretty decent. Now, it was also trying to remember, what was it, Collective Arts, and there were some high.
Yeah, there's some.
It was a high bar setup for those ones. So this one, I think the other ones are going to be better. So I'm just going to give it a 3 for now. I'm pretty sure the other ones will get a higher rating from me on this.
So if you like the Punk AF and you want something that tastes, I mean, it's near beer. It tastes almost like the Punk AF.
Punk IPA,
Yeah,
the regular.
Oh, yep. I'm gonna say it's. I mean, it's a 4. It's pretty solid. It's not. It's obvious that it's not as mature as the Punk IPA is. It's still pretty solid.
Mhm.
If you were making like a strong go of a long-term commitment to sobriety but still wanted beer, I think this is a good candidate.
Fair enough. So I picked this round because Elvis, Punk, we do have a bit of a music theme. And obviously we can play a song. I don't know if we have any Elvis. I know we do have some Punk. I wish I had thought about this sooner. I bet there's probably awesome Punk
Covers
of Elvis, but none that come on the top of my head and none that I bet are in the library.
See, when I think Elvis, I think Evil Elvis. Danzig, you could do
That
Misfits.
My head went to Danzig as well. So all right, so let's do that.
And he actually does have an album covering Elvis. Evil Elvis sings Elvis.
That is where and I wore my Misfits shirt just yesterday. So all right, fair enough. We'll bust that out. We'll come back. We'll drink more. Final round of non-alcoholic drinks on Brewsday Tuesday. It's been a long, dry January, and it ends right after this. Stick around.